And their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. It's the end of a string of away games for the Pacers as they look forward to returning home after this one. It has not been a dramatic change this season to the performance last year in terms of the record, guys. Every game, though, a chance to get better as a team.
And it's in your DNA. You come up against a natural rival, you're going to be a little bit salty.
You know, that's what makes these games great. I mean, no love lost between these two squads. It's great competition with a little animus sprinkled in there.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Filling out the wings, it's Oladipo and Bogdanovich. Down low, it's Young and Turner. And it's Collison at the 1 spot. And Clark, you played your entire career with the Pacers. What was your favorite memory during that time?
Well, certainly realizing the dream of being an NBA player, Kevin. I was the 8th pick overall. It was close to where I played in college at Ohio State. And then being able to perform at a high level to be a unanimous all-rookie team selection, that was a pretty good highlight for me starting my career.
And that one, good.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness and the fearlessness there, Greg. I mean, very committed to getting the shot he wanted.
Now, here's Oladipo. They just worked San Antonio in that last game. No good on the triple. Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Detroit Pistons. Down low, it's stolen by Oladipo. And here we go with Collison running it up the court. Over Hill, Collison, good.
DC, like a lot of other smaller guys, are low to the ground and able to maneuver in traffic a little better.
Hill kicks to Thompson. The screen from Thompson. Back to Hood. Passes it to Osman. 5 to shoot. It's a pick by Love. Off the pick. And it's Osman missing.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Nate McMillan. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys the need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thank you. Sounds like shooting is what he's concerned with most early on.
Yeah, they're looking for a controlled, patient offense today, and the key to that will be shot selection.
And, you know, if that's where they're focused on effective shooting, they'd be really smart to get it inside as much as possible. Get those high-quality looks in the paint area.
Screen by Young, and it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Tough finish from Bogdanovich. He's got a nice big frame for a wingman.
And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And, you know, Bojan Bogdanovich, not an elite athlete by NBA standards, but he's a live weapon because he can really shoot the ball and put it on the floor.
Here's Osman. Love inside, defended by Young. He gets it in there. Love's got his second basket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Turner with the screen. To the middle. Here's Oladipo. Young trying to break free. And there's Oladipo on the assist from Young.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Hill passes to Love. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his first foul. Here's Osman. Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now here's Turner. He had 10 points in the win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Hill kicks to Love. Hill against Collison. Hill passes to Thompson. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Man, how about the vision of the hometown hero, George Hill, spotting a teammate and whipping it over quickly.
The pass to Young. Turner with the screen. Young outside. Turner with a screen on Love. And Young kicks to Turner. Fires from the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Hood. It doesn't go for him. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, Greg, and I think it complements the starters when you can have such firepower coming off the bench.
Now, here's Oladipo. Following the miss by Rodney Hood. Offline from the top of the key.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Rodney Hood getting traded last season in part because, Greg, he was due for a big contract this last summer.
And you just knew Hood would be a player a lot of teams threw offers at this year. Rare to find guards as tall as Hood who can shoot the way he can, just entering his prime. And the contract this team gave him might be a bit of a gamble, but it's one that could pay off in a huge way if he keeps improving.
Shoot two.
And the first one at the line is good. Sabonis, he's checked in for Young. Both free throws good from Hood. At this very early stage, we know players are still trying to gel with one another. But, Clark, just how much can a team really change between the start of the season and the end of the season?
Kevin, it can be a night and day change in some cases because of injuries or change in personnel. Those things can show up during the course of a long season to make teams look totally different. And I think the changes that transpire with teams are usually more pronounced with younger teams because you can actually sometimes see those guys get better and better from week to week.
Here's Collison following the basket by Kevin Love. Turner with the screen. Here's Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Osman, the pass to Love, and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
A different look now for Cleveland. Clarkson, he's checked in for Hood, and it's Sexton in for Hill.
Early in his career, Love got the stretch 4 label, but he's always rejected it. He prefers to call himself a post player who can shoot.
Now here's Turner. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Stolen by Thompson. In transition, here come the Cavaliers, pushing their lead to double digits.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
So the pick.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Love. Great showing for him last season. 12th in rebounding, 12th in free throw percentage, and he was also extremely dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 in three-point percentage.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. Now here is Holiday. Screen by Sabonis. And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Decker's checked in, and Indiana with a change here too. O'Quinn's checked in. To the left side wing. Outside Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Picked by O'Quinn. They need this. That one falls. Holiday's got his first 2 points of the night.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Sexton kicks to Nance. Now the dish to Clarkson. Good on the three-point shot.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Sabonis. Over Sexton. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Sabonis has a nice-looking shot. Soft and good arc on it. Sweet stroke.
Now, here's Clarkson. His last outing, he had 18 points. From outside, off the mark. Outside Holiday. Pass to McDermott. Sabonis sets the pick for McDermott, and there's the foul. It's on Sam Decker. That's his first foul. Passes to McDermott. Shot clock at 5. Sabonis sets the pick for McDermott.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
Now here's Evans. He also had a big impact in that win against the Spurs. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Clarkson. Now Cleveland moving it up. And here they go. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Decker. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Clarkson. Evans with some nice D. For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Holiday, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
To the paint, Nance. And Nance slams it in.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Schooling them right now. Taking them to the woodshed. Super aggressive and owning the paint.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Corey Joseph's checked in for the Pacers. That free throw good from Nance. Clark, there's so many versatile players in the NBA right now, and of course it aids in switching with guys having to guard multiple positions.
No doubt about it, partner, and you think about some of the highest quality defenders that are versatile. I mean, Draymond Green comes to the top of the list because he plays 1 through 5 many times. We didn't get to see a healthy Kawhi Leonard, but he's capable in that regard too. Paul George, former Pacer, current Oklahoma City Thunder, is an excellent and versatile defender as well.
Clarkson against Evans. And the rejection by Love. That one goes in.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now, here's Clarkson to the right side. Love with the screen on Joseph. Clock at 6. Sabonis with the steal. Now running up the court, Evans trying to push it up. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Now, here's Decker. Love wide open. He fires. Hits the three-point bomb. Love's got 14 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Sabonis with the bucket.
Yeah, I like Sabonis' game inside because he's confident and skilled.
29 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Sexton. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit. Nance dishes to Clarkson. Sexton the pass to Decker. Shot clock at 6. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
And the pass.
And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here, it would appear.
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Joseph at point, and he teams up with Evans in the backcourt. Young is the 4 with O'Quinn at the 5. And it's McDermott in at the 3 slot. Nice shot by Evans. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Sexton with it. Love the pass to Nance. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Evans. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Kick by O'Quinn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Young kicks to O'Quinn. Over Nance. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Clarkson passes to Love. Young with the steal. Evans against Clarkson. Now Evans. And it's Joseph, top of the key. Back to Evans. Joseph, the pass to McDermott. Sexton grabs the board. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. They get it again. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Pacers trail by 16. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, the Pacers have been a huge surprise since they traded away Paul George. Now, Coach Nate McMillan said, for us, it's about developing that culture and that identity, and we're still doing that. I think we're only starting to scratch the surface. Kevin?
No doubt, David, they've got some promising young players on that team. Thank you. And that one's good. Love.
So impressive how quick Love gets his shot off, Kevin. I mean, even when the defense is on him, he knows how to use his size to his advantage.
Now here's Evans. Off the mark from 16 feet out. Evans against Clarkson. He kicks to Sexton. Love with the screen for Sexton. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That is his first foul of the game. Rodney Hood's checked in for the Cavaliers. Hill comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Bogdanovich is checked in for Indiana. Now, here's Sexton. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Bogdanovich against Hood. And Bogdanovich kicks to Joseph. And there's the pass to O'Quinn. Dishes it to Evans. Pass to Joseph. Here's Bogdanovich. Screen by Young. Pass to Evans. Lets it go with a three. Cans it from downtown. Evans has got 5.
Hey, you almost can get an assist when you set a screen like that one Thaddeus Young did, because the screen was so good, the shot was easy for his teammate.
Clark, you were drafted 8th overall by the Indiana Pacers. Do you have any indication that you were going to be their pick in particular, that you were going to go in that slot? Was there any kind of inkling at all?
No, I only visited with teams drafting 4 through 7. I talked to the Chicago Bulls, the Dallas Mavericks, and I read some of the reports about where I was projected. But you know what? Once you get past the first or second, sometimes the top 3 picks in a draft, you really don't know who's going where after that. So I was fortunate. I landed in a good spot.
Right.
And Indianapolis was a good place for me
Take a break.
Rosie
Take a break.
to be as I started my NBA career.
It sure was. The first one falls. A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson comes in for Sam Decker. And it's Jetty Osman in for Sexton. The Pacers also changing it up. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Oladipo comes in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Collison in for Corey Joseph. Second free throw, no good.
And, you know, last year was a bit of a mixed bag for Miles Turner. I mean, he was expected to take another big leap forward into stardom, but didn't quite get to that point. But sometimes growth is not a straight line. It's up and down, sideways a bit. This young man's got the character and talent to be an all-star in the near future.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And Clark, with Turner last season, battled some injuries and had to work to come back to his consistent rotation time role.
Kevin, how many times have I said it? I know we're in the microwave age, but you have to be patient with these young guys, especially big guys. They just traditionally take longer to develop. You've got to remember he played 1 year of college basketball at an outstanding rookie year. The sophomore year, a little bit bumpy, but still progress made. This guy's got great promise and potential, and he's going to be an impact player for a long time.
Here's Thompson after the made shot from Victor Oladipo, and the basket by Hill.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And so here is Indiana following the basket by George Hill. And Bogdanovich, a player who has bounced around the last few seasons.
Yeah, you know what? He's a guy that spaces the floor nicely, Kevin, and he's got a toughness to him that I think was undervalued and underappreciated across the league. He can make shots off the catch and shoot or coming off screens, and he also showed himself to be a better defender than people thought he was.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Inside, here's Hood. Nice D from Oladipo.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
He feeds it to Bogdanovich, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. In third, the Pacers.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Collison, good.
Tell you what, a player of his size needs that shot, the floater. It's invaluable for a guy like Collison.
Hill kicks to Osman. Thompson inside. He's against Turner. Left side, Hood. Shot clock at 6. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Cavaliers.
And the one thing that jumps out at me when you look at that shot chart is just how little scoring they get from out above the free throw line extended three-point range. They've got to get more points from out high if they want to improve their offense.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Hood. You know, Clark, when you think about it, all fans really care about is winning, and that's hard to pull off when you're the only star on your team. And we see it all over the league.
You know, basketball is not tennis or golf. It's a team game, and one man can't win a championship by himself. I mean, when you look at all the championship teams, they were championship teams, not driven by just one star player. And it's a blessing when you can play with other good players, and that's what all good players desire to do at some point in their career.
Pacers trail by 14. And here's Bogdanovich. He's got 6. Oladipo outside. Turner with a screen on Hood. Got a piece of it. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
And it's sent back by Turner, and they're able to recover.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Oladipo. It's deflected. Here's Osman. Kicks it to Hill. The feed to Thompson. Cleveland moving it around. Nan's a screen. Here's Hood. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Hood's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too weak. And let's see the stat sheet here on Victor Oladipo. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 23 points a game, almost 2.5 steals and 5 rebounds. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
He dishes it to Collison. Passes it to Sabonis. It's Oladipo on the wing. Sabonis sets the pick for Oladipo. In the corner, Collison with it. The pass to Sabonis. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Sabonis has got 8 points.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Nance a screen on Bogdanovich. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Oladipo against Hood. And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Hill. Bogdanovich picking up that last basket. Outside Hill. Thompson sets the pick for Hill. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hill's got his second bucket tonight.
Tell you what, outstanding effort that time from Hill. Fearless in getting the shot he wants, even against tough defense.
Off the screen, Holiday. No good off the back of the rim.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Hood. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Pacers trail by 14. And Holiday kicks to Oladipo. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Osman, the pass to Nance. Back to Osman. Over Bogdanovich, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Oladipo, and Thompson sends it back. Here's Turner. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
And facing a squad that poses some challenges. I mean, they beat them in the playoffs, but lost the regular season series.
And, Greg, I think this could go either way. I mean, they've had the upper hand most recently, but you play the games because you don't know how it's going to play out.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Love's checked in for Nance. Sam Decker comes in for Jetty Osman. Clarkson, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And it's Sexton in for Hill. Here's Holiday, following the basket by Kevin Love. Turner with a screen on Love. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Indiana. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. Pass to Joseph. It's deflected. Stolen by Clarkson. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Sexton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Sexton's got 6.
And beginning to pull away. Really effective play calling halfway through this one.
Well, you know, you got to give them credit. I mean, they flipped the switch, and they're not looking back now.
Now, here's Joseph. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
So it's the Cavaliers now, following the score by Indiana. It's a pick by Love. Shoots from the line. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Tell you what, Kevin, they will take that look every time. Limited defense, great shot. Just came up empty. You live with those.
Joseph, that's good.
Yeah, capable from the interior. When Joseph has the space needed to get a shot off, he uses it.
Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Pistons in Detroit.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Simply got outworked under the boards, guys. I mean, that's the no-brainer of the deal. I mean, they got pushed around all game long.
You know, they don't score on that shot. A good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Hill and Hood pair up at the 1 and the 2. And it's Osman in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Good on the bucket. Turner's got the first basket of the second half here for the Pacers.
That's weight room action right there. Excellent strength from Turner. You try to get physical with him, and he can overpower you.
And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Here's Collison following the basket by George Hill. Bogdanovich sets the pick for Oladipo. Young, a screen on Hood. Oladipo against Hood. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And a miss there on the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Turner following the miss by Rodney Hood. Collison kicks to Turner. Back to Collison. Young sets a screen for Collison. Over Hill. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Osman. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Love with the screen on Bogdanovich. Here's Osman. He has 6. Puts up a 3. A rebound by Young. Young's got his 3rd rebound tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Fades away. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Turner. Collison against Hill. Love outside. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Monday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Oladipo kicks to Collison. Turner with the screen. Young passes to Bogdanovich. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Bogdanovich has got 10 points.
On the perimeter and on the inside, too, Bogdanovich able to put points on the board.
The screen from Thompson. Love outside. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
And Oladipo kicks to Young. And the rejection by Love.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back,
that's for him from behind the arc.
Pacers trail by 12. Evans kicks to Bogdanovich. On the wing, Turner. Back to Collison. Evans, right side. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Hill inside. He's covered by Collison. Hill against Collison. Love with the screen for Hill. He kicks it to Love. Over Young. Love, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And that's Evans penetrating. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
Spotting the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
Cleveland leading by 10. Pass to Thompson. The screen from Thompson. Back to Hood. Turner with the steal. Right side, Bogdanovich. Outside, Collison. Back to Bogdanovich. Turner with the screen. From deep, Evans sinks the triple. Evans has got it back down to within single digits for Indiana.
And watching Evans there knock down the triple, has the ability to be a dangerous outside scorer when he's in rhythm.
The screen from Thompson. Hill passes to Hood. Goes up to the stripe. It's good. Hood's got 10.
Obviously a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Pacers trail by 9. And Bogdanovich kicks to Evans. Left side, Turner. Turner with the screen. Collison using the pick, and he hits the jump shot. He's got 8.
A nice use of the screen that time by Collison, using his mobility and speed to create daylight.
Hill passes to Thompson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Sam Decker's checked in for Osman. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Hood. And it's Sexton in for Hill. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Clarkson against Evans. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Pacers making a change here. On defense, the Cavaliers. They led by as many as 18 points. Stolen by Decker. For the finish, and Decker slams it in.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And it's good for 2. And 12 points for Tyreke Evans.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Now, here's Sexton. 6 points for him. Kicks it to Clarkson. Over Evans, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's a call. It's on Indiana with the foul.
You know, one of those rare second-round picks who played well immediately. Clarkson was first-team All-Rookie and continues to develop.
Nancy's checked in for Cleveland. Joseph, he's checked in for the Pacers. Evans outside. Joseph against Clarkson. Tries from the block. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Clarkson up top. He's covered by Joseph. It's a pick by Love. 6 to shoot. The shot by Sexton, no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
Here is Love after Tyreek Evans' score. Love kicks to Clarkson. Over Joseph. Misses off the left iron. Pacers trail by 9. Stolen by Clarkson. Now here's Decker. Defense right on him. Back to Clarkson. Love with the screen on Joseph.
And Jordan Clarkson is a player who is looking for his shot whenever he gets the ball. Can distribute enough, but it isn't his top priority. Very dangerous when left alone outside.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a 2nd-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
Screen by Sabonis. McDermott kicks to Joseph. Sabonis' screen on Clarkson. It's deflected. Now here's Decker, covered by Evans. Here's Clarkson. Sabonis grabs the board.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
Now here's Evans. 14 points for him. Passes to Sabonis. It's stolen by Nance. 1:37 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. To the left side wing. Evans with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Feeds to McDermott. That one's not going to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They led by as many as 18 points. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Now here's Sexton, guarded by Holiday. Sexton with it. He's got 6, just 4 to shoot. Here's Clarkson. Offensive rebound. Here's Love. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Love's got 20 points.
He is in the zone. There's a reason he keeps getting the ball. They're feeding him because they trust him to lead their team.
Holiday, the pass to Sabonis. Here's Evans. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Love.
And how about the confidence from Evans? He's feeling like no one can stop him playing with a ton of heart.
Tyreek Evans not the biggest free agent this past offseason, but Greg, many teams vied for his services.
Pacers were able to win out, and he should be a good fit. Can act as another playmaker and ball handler for the team. turned down playing with the Warriors, Lakers, and Thunder to come to this Indiana squad.
Free throw good. Tyreke Evans. And Tyreke Evans, a player who still found a way to improve his game.
You know, he added the three-point shot that is much more consistent than what he had earlier in his career. Has always been a playmaker and strong at getting to the rim. But now that you have to respect his outside shot, I think he took a step back to being the player we thought he'd be after that amazing rookie season.
Oladipo against Clarkson. Stolen by Clarkson. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Pulls up. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 8 points. And they see.
I mean, keep it simple. Don't rush it. Let's just stay focused. Really good advice.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. On the court for Indiana, Sabonis and Turner inside. Filling out the wings, it's Oladipo and Bogdanovich. And it's Evans in at the point. Love, no good. Pacers trail by 14. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And Miles Turner, obviously one of the strongest shot blockers, Clark, in the NBA, in large part to his length.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the timing, too, Kevin, is a big asset in blocking shots. I think he's already a strong defender, and he's only going to get better as he gets more experience and strength.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And free throw good from Evans.
You got to appreciate the skill set of Evans. I mean, Tyreke Evans can play a few different spots for you, and he's got nice handles for a guy his size.
Thompson, he's checked in for Larry Nance. And a change for the Pacers. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Sabonis. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. There's the screen. Clarkson kicks to Thompson. The dish to Sexton. Oladipo against Clarkson. It's a pick by Love. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
What a nice feel, a good feel for the pick and roll. Clarkson sees his opportunity and capitalizes.
The Pacers making a switch here. Collison's out there.
One shot.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Now here's Bogdanovich. He's guarded closely. Screen by Young. Oladipo, good.
You know, you got to give it up for Oladipo, being able to maintain his poise and not letting the contact bother him. That's good concentration.
Love with the screen for Sexton. Inside. And that one's good. Love. Love's got 22 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Oladipo. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Boy, it's hard to overstate the strength of Oladipo. Sometimes you just can't shake this guy off his shot.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. Can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
Rodney Hood's checked in for Cleveland. And the free throw, no good. And for Oladipo, Greg, there wasn't just one moment that gave him that push.
I mean, his development was less of having a eureka moment and more of everything just coming together. Has always had the strong athleticism, has refined his shot to make the most of it, and while it took him some time, he's now the player everyone hoped he'd be when he was the second overall pick.
Hood against Oladipo. Hood dishes to Sexton. Six on the shot clock. It's a pick by Love from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. And 11 points for Colin Sexton.
You know, coming off screen, Sexton's explosive. You know, he shows a little bit of wiggle and does a great job of changing pace.
Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison. And, you know, Thaddeus Young, the veteran forward out of Georgia Tech, over a decade of service in the NBA, and he's still one of the more dependable scorers you'll find in terms of over the course of a season.
One shot.
And for Young, a veteran, as you mentioned, Clark, still one of the more athletic players in the league.
Yeah, he really is. Very impressive how long Thaddeus has been as consistent as he's been. Does a nice job running the floor. Really good in shot selection. And has become a more vocal leader as he is one of the older guys in the league now.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Tuesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. Then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And you know, for that Hornets matchup, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
Oladipo, the pass to Turner. The pass to Bogdanovich. And the shot goes down.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
The Cavaliers leading by 13. Sexton kicks to Love. Dishes to Sexton. Love with the screen for Sexton. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Hill's checked in.
George Hill.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Love with the screen on Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. He got right to the cup using that screen.
And how about that screen by Love? That was a wall.
Pacers trail by 15. Collison kicks to Oladipo. There's a screen. Young, a screen on Hood. Oladipo, good.
Boy, the floater is one of the most beautiful shots in the game, and when used correctly, Victor Oladipo showing you he's got that shot down pat.
Pass to Love. It's back to Hill. Hood against Oladipo. It's a pick by Love. A high post shot, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And it's Turner finishing it off.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
Hill kicks to Love. Knocks it loose. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. And again, it's Indiana converting.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Cleveland leading by 11. Love outside. Outside Hood. Pass to Hill. Love with the screen for Hill. Over in the corner, Osman. Thompson up top. 5 on the clock. Thompson, a screen on Collison. That one off the back iron and out. Pacers trail by 11. Passes it to Oladipo. Over Hood. Young. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They set the pick. Hill passes to Thompson. He dishes it to Hood. Over in the corner, Osman. From past the arc. The Cavaliers keep it going. A new 24-second shot clock. And Love with his second chance points. Love's got 4 this quarter.
And you are going to pay every time you don't box out Love. He has a real nose for coming up with those offensive putbacks.
Here's Oladipo. And it's Oladipo again missing. Cleveland leading by 11. Osman kicks to Love. Thompson passes to Hill. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. It's a pick by Love. Hill with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. 18 feet out. And that one comes up a bit short.
Unfortunately, his shot has been everywhere, all over the place. Can't buy a basket. However, his teammates got him covered.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Pacers, Darren Collison. At the line for 2.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good.
Darren Collison played his college basketball at UCLA. Not a big name in the point guard world, but he is as reliable as they get. Excellent speed and quickness, double-digit scoring, and was the best three-point percentage shooter in the NBA last year.
And both free throws good for Darren Collison. And with Collison, coaches just love him.
We need to play with some edge out there. I don't care what the lead is. Do not back off.
It's a pick by Love. Here's Osman. He's covered by Bogdanovich. They get a hand on it. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Indiana. They're on a 15-6 run. Oladipo with a screen on Hill. The kick out to Oladipo. Turner with the screen. 6 to shoot. Young in the corner. Over Love. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Thaddeus Young. Collison against Hill. Love with the screen for Hill. Young with the steal. And here we go. The kick out to Collison, and the pass to Oladipo. Bogdanovich with a screen on Hood, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Outstanding anticipation that time from Oladipo, seeing the floor extremely well and then zipping the pass over to the open man.
And for Victor Oladipo, his jump forward, Clark, as a player, came through a lot of small improvements, but perhaps the largest was his shooting.
Yeah, I like the fact that you mentioned the incremental improvements in those small areas. You know, his percentages certainly went up inside and out, but he created a lot of chances for himself and his teammates with his driving ability. And he got very comfortable shooting off the bounce and not just relying on the catch and shoot. And boy, his confidence, you could just see it elevating with each passing month of the season. And this guy's a bona fide all-star.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That'll be his second foul of the game. Osman kicks to Hood. Hill inside. He's against Collison. Hood for three. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Right at the free throw line, and that one goes long. Pacers trail by 7. Now Collison over Hill, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's Osman. It's back to Hill. Love against Young. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Love. It's rebounded by Indiana. Evans right side. He feeds it to Young. Left side Collison. Screen by Young. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Collison.
A seasoned veteran who does not back down, no fear and great confidence. Collison likes taking the big shot.
Young with the steal. One-on-one here. Bogdanovich passes to Collison. Evans right side. Screen by Young. Clock at 4. Back to Evans. Puts up a 3. Great D that time from Hood.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And Hill has it in the corner. Buries it from 3-point range.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
And, you know, this is the time to do it. Sinking triple after triple. And it ends up becoming contagious.
Evans, good.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Love. It's back to Hill. That's tipped. Young with the steal.
Not completely over, but it's getting close.
Yeah, this one is ready to be put on ice. Not a whole lot they can do from here.
Hood against Evans. Here's Love. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 8. Hill. In Indiana with a change here, too. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Evans. Here's Oladipo. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
And, you know, Oladipo is one of those multifaceted players. I mean, he can do just about anything you ask of him when he's on the court.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. Oladipo hits them both.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
And an intentional foul right there. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Here's Thompson.
You know, since Bogdanovich came into the league, he's made some nice strides. We've
got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Oladipo. Softly drops in the floater.
That's the go for your throat mentality on display. Give Oladipo the ball in the clutch, and he's going to give you much.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his second personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, Rodney Hood. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, it would take a miracle for them to come back in my mind, like Tracy McGrady against the Spurs type of heroics. A lot of points in a little bit of time. It is crucial for McDermott's confidence that he hits huge shots like that, proving to himself that he can be clutch.
And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Shooting for Cleveland, Jordan Clarkson. Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Pass to Collison. And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. It's Young on the wing. Here's the 3. Offline. And so it's Cleveland.